Okay, that popped up. And that's up to... Okay. Now we can finally get the stream thing going on. Let me see if I flick this up. Hold up. Hello. We are back again to some more Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. How we all doing? I'm glad we're doing good. Okay. I'll send a little thing for like 2 minutos and get some more people in. Just doing it do. And yeah. Should be good on that front afterwards. I don't know what picture I just sent just now. So, oh, let me put on my replay buffer. Gotta catch them clips anytime, any way I can. I've been watching this dude called, his name is Danny Doyle. He's a, what's it called? Excuse me, she's a, my bad. She's a, Fire Emblem, YouTuber. Huh. She nearly started the same time as me. Month and day wise. I started on the 9th, and she started on the 10th. 2011, good lord. But like, I think I've seen her strats here and there. There was one vid that that she had made. It was called like Dodge Tank, and so Danny like. It was like some character she had used and she like dodged, and then she was like, "Oh my goodness." It was like I don't know. It threw me off, man. I'm really glad to see that there's more like I guess like it's cool to see the Fire Emblem YouTubers here and there. I wouldn't consider myself as one. That wouldn't really be me. It'd be cool though, but these people have like an insane like dopamine crack level for the game that if I were to come out with some sort of strategy, I'd look like a genuine dweebian that ever would do it. Cause like, nah. The game's good, but I don't know if it'd even be that popular to actually make it out like that. I don't know, I could put my phone on ring. Oh jeez, that scared me bad. Dang, I had a bad thought process in my head then. Alright, well since the 5-minute timer's over, let's go ahead and boot in, shall we? Oh, let me haha. Excuse me. It's beautiful. It's an ecstasy. I love seeing it. Ike. Now we should be nearing the end of the game. We probably have like a few more chapters and then we're good to go. Cause currently Ike is no longer just regular young Ike or regular mercenary Ike. No, he's a general. So he's General Ike now. And so we went through our first fight and it was relatively okay. I realized that you could have equipped the Sheen on. I had to use Astrid, that noble princess that rides on horseback that's like incredibly terrible with her bow. I had to use her to talk to Gatri to be like, yo, you want to come along with me? And then, you know, Gatri be like, I don't know. Aw, please, Gatri. And then he becomes like Toei's version of Sanji, and it's like, alright, sure, Astrid, San, Chan, I'll do it, for you. And I'm like, what about the page? Like, for you page, but, you know, he'll basically simp over her and then go ahead and do his thing. And it doesn't even matter because you don't even need Gatri. You know who you needed? Rolf. Stinking Rolf. I sat here like, I needed Rolf in order to do this. How would I have known that? What, because they're both archers? What, this dude would have gotten some like kind of faint of heart like, oh man, I really should have used an archer. Oh, by 6? Oh, we're going. Shoot. Don't say less. Hey, by the way, someone actually had called me for an offer about being it was like an AAS in technology. They were like, we really like your stuff. Allegedly. I'll have to make sure to call them back. See what's up. I hope it definitely wasn't a scam. But, hey, I wouldn't be, it wouldn't be too bad. Cause like today, the other day, I had helped on my grandfather fix the TV in the fellowship hall. Cause at first I thought it was like I thought it was an HDMI issue. So basically what it is that from their like cameras, like, you know, like the security cameras, they actually can project like sound and video, right? And then they put it into the fellowship hall. Well, the little receiver that was going on at the end was kind of like out of whack. So my papa took me over there and basically asked if I could help. Now also I had to go find my AirPods because when I helped for Mother's Day, I had lost them while playing on the brown piano, and so I was kind of sick. I did not. Long story short, I did not find those AirPods. They are there. I saw it on my Find My iPhone thing, but they're more than likely dead. So I had to make sure to get some new ones. So I could definitely go out of my way to go like on Amazon and then like buy the new versions, because I had the AirPods first generations like back in 2023, and they were okay, but they didn't really last for too long. But I might think about getting the AirPod Pro Maxes 2s one day. I definitely got to get some earbuds. AirPods, earbuds. I mean, same diff, you know, like it's literally just them inserting into your ears. I only mainly said that because some lady was getting into me with an argument saying that I had some headphones over my ears, but it was earbuds. But I'm gonna be honest, I literally have forgotten about that story for a while. Like, I still remember it because of that reason, but it honestly doesn't affect me as hard. See, look at the chapter difference. We went from like chapter 5 and 6. I remember playing this like back in 23, and man, I just think this game was tough. Like, I sat here like, bro, I cannot play this game. I can't beat this game. And here we are, about to beat this game. You know what makes us... You know what makes this even worse? Is that stinking, So, I started, editing through some shorts, right? Some, YouTube shorts. And I was doing that. And while I was doing that, there was a video I did where I pretty much said, I love Pegasus Knights. And I was being sarcastic. Now, I know, I would say if I went full vid with this, I know I'm gonna get blasted by Fairgas, Danny. I'm gonna get blasted, bro. And I know I am if I go through with this, right? And this is even about like this is infamy is a... No, I'm not trying to pull that, alright? I'm trying to go with my stinking fact that I hate Pegasus Knights. Not even from a character point, I just don't like them as a stat-wise. I've been very vocal about that. Because, and it's, you know, I'll say it again. I'll say it as many times as I need to, right? I know, because the main thing is that I don't like them because they exuberate so much promise. Like, when you look at a Pegasus Knight, you know what I think? I think of a person riding a horse, flying in the air, you know, being immensely hard to attack. Sure, they may not do as much damage, but with their agility, it can make up for their defense. You know what I mean? So they got decent attack, but they have a lot of agility. Kind of like a thief, like what's his name, Sote, and Volk. You know, when you look at the thieves, you know, they do little chip damage, but they're really extremely dexterous. You know, they can dodge, they're swift, they can attack multiple times. They just can't take a hit. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, you know, they're dead. I like that. I like that being like, you know, what you make up for defense, you make up for agility. And that's what I think that Pegasus Knights wanted to be, was something of that they attack, but they also have pretty good agility and can, you know, maneuver and stuff. Her sneaking speed stat is like 24. This is Tanith granted, right? But like, see how her defense is like 15 and like her resistance is like 13, and if she gets shot by a arrow, she's pretty much barbecue chicken. That's how it should be. But they don't do it like that, which always makes it all the more annoying. Oh. Okay. Good night, Minerva. You can wield the silver blade? Props. Props. No one told me Tanith was like that. But I will tell you this. Hold up. Hold up. Marcia, right? So this was whenever you equipped a Jill. Now this is where like I basically got into it with somebody. Pretty much essentially what had happened was it was on that level where you get missed and roll for the first time, because you know they're like, I want to fight too, and then Ike's like, no, and then Rolf's like, well, I want to fight too, and then the Green brothers are like, no, and then they're like, but we hate staying on the sidelines. And we can't watch y'all just keep fighting over and over constantly. And then Ike and the Green brothers and the Green family was like, okay, but stay close to us. And they're like, yay, let's go kill some people. It's like, okay, you know, y'all are like 17. Like they're actually really, I don't say 17. They're probably like 15, 14. I'd probably say Miss could probably be like 13 or 14. But regardless, right? They're ready to fight. And then, this is when Marcia shows up. And we're like, hey, it's Marcia. Like, yeah, it's me from the boat. You know, I'm trying to find my brother, that I can't say for some reason. And then, point case in being is that she had a javelin, right? The javelin that she's currently equipped with. I told her to throw the javelin, and I said, she's gonna miss, isn't she? And then she had missed, cause she was adjacent. Like the archery was like, you know, like in a square. It was like she was like bottom left, and then he was like top right. So she was able to throw the javelin without any issue. But she still had missed it, because not missed it like missed. She missed the attack like a doofus, even though her opponent couldn't even fight back. And I'm like, bro, that's pretty dumb. I hate Pegasus Knights. Now on TikTok, a lot of the people were like, we actually like Pegasus Knights. It's like one of my favorite classes. I'm like, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. Keep in mind, that clip was like old. But then, this one dude pretty much was saying like, he had to push up his glasses. He was like, well, actually, you try to fight her with a weapon disadvantage. Not to mention, you try to fight her with weapon disadvantage, and then also you try to fight, she had like 36 hit. It's not Marcia's fault. It's not Marcia's fault. I'm like, bro, you know, as someone who drastically likes Titania, if I saw her miss an attack that she clearly could hit, I would still yell at her, because that's literally her barbecue chicken. She's supposed to do that. So then I had to clap back, and I didn't want to go on some like stinking double Redditor hat, but I pretty much was trying to say like, I wanted to say, nah, it's not Marcia's fault. It's intelligent systems being stupid, not trying to let me hit an attack that's clearly in range. If this dude can't fight me because he has a venom axe, meaning that he only has range 1, and she has a javelin, which is range 2, meaning that she gets a space to herself, so that means he can't fight her back. If you have range 2, that means you have to make space within your opponent to throw whatever it is. If your opponent also has range 2, that means that they can counterattack. So basically, for a really good example, archers versus archers, or mages versus mages. If they have a mage book and another person has like an archery book, a bow, then they can pull their bowstring, shoot it, hit, right? But then the mage can also counteract and also fight back. I like that, right? So I was pretty much saying that, like, it's kind of stupid that while she has all this range to herself, because she's a Pegasus Knight, right? Pegasus Knights aren't bounded by the ground. Genius. It's not even for him, it's just in general. Pegasus Knights aren't bounded by ground. They can literally go over hills, over rooftops, over things. That's why when you put them in the forest, guess what happens? They don't have defense or evasion 20% or 40%. They don't get the evasion because they're not infantry units or horseback people. They're not cavalry, right? So people like Ike, people like Titania, right? Infantry, which is Ike, he's the guy that walks. And Titania, the person that rides on horseback. If they go into the trees or like the bushes or things that can make them hidden, they are able to dodge. They are able to avoid. They are able to get more hit accuracy because they're hidden, and their enemies aren't hidden because they're in planes. Positioning your units is very important within the Fire Emblem franchise. It's always been. It's always the main thing in TRPGs, tactical role-playing games. You gotta make sure what it is. See, that's why I didn't want to pull him out stinking ahead, because all y'all keep thinking that I'm just some dude just having this whole entire like random attack. No, okay? The reason why I don't do that is because I know I'm gonna say stuff like this, and it's like, wow, this dude's a dork. He's a stinking nerd, and I don't like that. I'm just like, no, just play it straight. Just play it straight, Swaggbro. But see, that guy just irked me so bad when he said that. It's not Marcia's fault. It's just you're incompetent. I'm like this. Ooh, this dude here. You're cruising for a bruising. You're yearning for a burning. Ain't no way you're gonna sit here and tell me with a straight face that actually happened. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. So I told him, well, first off, weapon disadvantage doesn't even work like that. I wanted to say about that whole, Pegasus Knights and stuff, that they're not bounded by the ground, meaning that the dude that was on the ground, he should have gotten like, he should have had less time. He should have had like his speed stat like nerf, his evasion nerf, and she should have had it all-time high, and she throws it, you know what I mean? And it hits and attacks. But I told him, I was like, okay, it's not a defense thing, it's an accuracy thing that I have a problem with. Because I'm like, yeah, okay, I said weapon disadvantage doesn't really matter if I can accurately hit this dude. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna go throw stinking, I'm not gonna throw, like, Ike. Actually, no, I'm not gonna throw, like, Marcia to go fight an axe dude, which is what I did, right? But here's the thing. She can still get a chip damage. He can't fight her back in this turn because he has an axe that can only attack in one range. But since she has a weapon in 2 range, she can't get hit. What I'm saying is she should have had a better accuracy considering this dude was in the sand. That's all. That's all I was really trying to say. That's all I was really trying to say, basically. Sorry for that random tangent. I just don't like. There's nothing wrong with being wrong. Alright, and I think people need to start learning that a lot more. There is nothing wrong with being wrong. You saying I messed up is perfectly okay. I think that that's immensely good character development when you truly actually mean that you messed up. And you know what? For the weapon triangle, I was like, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But not saying it's Marcia's fault and that it's mine, that's kind of crazy. Now that does sound like I set the pot to the kettle, but I know exactly what I am doing in this game. I mean, I'm 19 chapters in, I hope I at least have a grasp concept of the weapon triangle. Literally the first, short that I made that kind of popped off was the sword beats the axe and that's the facts. That stinking rhyme that I did, that was what I did. You know what I mean? Like, it just, that stuff irks me, It's like, did you even watch the show? Nah, but, real talk though, let's do a little catch-up, little weak catch-up. I like doing this. No mustard or mayonnaise. So last time, Ike went from just being a ranger, a regular schmuck, but then he kept saving people and helping people, and he became the Lord. Not the Lord, like not a god, just like a noble, like he's a noble status, like in the kingdom hierarchy. Decorated knights who have risen above their fellow soldiers and earned the right of command. So now, when he has children, they'll be nobles, which is actually pretty neat. But yeah, Ike's got some pretty good stats, like 22 speed, like See, because Ike was already like level 20, right? So he couldn't get any more XP. But whenever you advance class these people, they'll be able to go beyond what they originally were. So for example, Reese was a priest, bars, and he now became a bishop, meaning he has a lot more heals. Like he can like heal way better and stuff like that. You know, despite Reese having like 5 defense, this dude has survived attacks and have dodged attacks that kind of make me cry. See, look at this. Allows the wielder to use light magic. The level appears next to the staff. So, basically, for our people in the back, Reese can now fight. Like, he can actually throw a hand up. Which, yeah, doesn't make me as happy as what it sounds like. Now, I'm kind of, I think this is where stuff gets tough. Psychic's good because it gives 10 HP to a unit 5 spaces away. But Psychic's problem is that, like, in 3 houses, that thing goes eons. Now, granted, it is basically just 5 spaces, but they actually show you the 5 spaces, you know what I mean? So look, he can use Sparkle, Shimmer, and Shine from Wow Wow Wubbzy. So now we can actually use light magic, which is actually amazing. I remember I saw a thing from Fairgas talking about why light mages are basically they pretty much got like underutilized in the later games. I mean, this game has Nosferatu be a light magic. It should be dark magic. Nosferatu is a bad dude. There's not really I wouldn't say holy about it. Like Shine, you know, I believe that, you know, it's light. But Nosferatu's like, what? Pretty much what it does is that, no, I need Janelle to give me that back. It's, the spellcaster receives as much HP as the spell inflicts. So, if it does like 12 damage, you'll get 12 HP back or something like that. I only know that from 3 houses, because I remember using that a lot for Marianne. Not saying that Marianne needed it, it's just a really good spell to like get some HP and stuff back. It's pretty solid. Now, in the other games, if I'd say have light magic ever been like a thing, I mean, I think like, I know the light beast and dark, that's pretty much what they symbolize on this stuff. But I mean, outside of that, like, it's kind of doesn't really have too much of a purpose like that. Not even in the legendary 3 houses. Yeah, I don't know. They don't have any of that. It's like, it's alright. I'd say one of the cool ones is Aura, and it like really depends on your magic stat, but like, you'll basically just, it's kind of stupid, just douse them in like a holy magic. You just like, praise be, and it's just this whole beacon of just sheer beamery. And so you just get beamed down, and it explodes in just yellow light. And I love that. I guess you could say it really had a bunch of aura. But now we got 3 HRSs to ourselves. Excuse me, sorry about that. Lo siento, now lo siento. Now I want to see what oh my gosh, I almost call this dude Ike or Volk. The stinking, the thief, bro. I'm kind of bad. All right, let's go over to. I'm gonna get some more. No. Because some dude was telling me that for Marcia, I would need to put more. I need to put more award XP. And it's not so much as that she's bad. It's not even a Pegasus Knight thing. For this game, it's not even a Pegasus Knight thing. Because I would actually say, they're not bad. Hey, I said it. They're not bad. You know, I didn't know that Pegasus Knights were actually like strong against magic. Except for wind, which is kind of like stupid. You tell me that a horse can get burned by fire and struck by lightning, but the wind, stinking wind, is when we all like throw our books up. Not fire and lightning, wind. How does that make any sense? What, because you blow its feathers away or something? The bow attacks, I understand, right? I get that, right? But, I don't know, Daein just kind of sounds really dumb. However, I got it equipped with Full Guard. It's an item that, well, when equipped it negates any bonus damage a weapon might have dealt. So if someone's supposed to have advantage against her with like the bow and the wind and stuff, they won't have that bonus damage. They won't get that oomph on her. So she'll just take regular damage on a person that's super effective against her, which I actually like that. But dang it, there was something I was really thinking about and it blanked out of my head, like really badly. Oh, Racing? Racing is actually good because he's the only dude that actually knows how to sing. So what sing does is that like once you're done, like once you okay, so once you move or you attack and whatever, what sing does is that it rejuvenates your body. It pretty much lets you attack again. It pretty much lets you do another. It lets you do another action again. So if Ike were to run and then beat up a dude, Racing can come over, do a little dance, and then Ike's like, yeah, I can run it, I can do another attack again, and then like goes and moves wherever he's got to go. It's really good, honestly, right? Because it's a lot of rejuvenation. I think in the later games, I know I'm sorry that I keep backtracking to Three Houses, but in Three Houses' case, Dancer kind of gets like way better because you're actually able to, instead of it just being like, okay, he can move again, it's like, okay, he can move again, but you get increased speed, HP, defense. I'm like, okay, that's actually kind of disgusting. So you just get it, you get a much better buff when you master out Dancer. So no, it's not just Nanika, I mean Olivia being dancing around. It actually it means something. That's what I'm trying to get off. It means something. I don't know, not her. What? Poor? Oh no. I wonder why. What could be? Sorry. What could possibly be the case? I literally saw like all the excuse me, all the vulnerabilities just got shown just now. That tickled me really badly. How am I poor? Just pulls out the longest script of vulnerabilities. Like it's literally just one long picture of just a bag. The bag sag thing. How are we poor? Oh man. I hit my stinking desk like a doofus. And my control button like a doofus. Okay. We're at least gonna go to the supports. I wanna see what Bulk can do. Cause I'm gonna be honest, he doesn't really kind of show himself. He just looks kind of scary, you know. He looks off. He doesn't look like he's all there. So he's like, oh, General Ike, you know, what is it? It's nothing. I just thought I'd say hi. That's considerate. The king is very generous. It's not just racing, you know. He left his 2 retainers as well. How do we pertain to the king's generosity? I guess it's because racing kept apologizing. I just thought that, am I misinterpreting something? I don't know, but I know that the king can survive without our help. Is that true though? That's pretty amazing. I've been given the title of Lord, but I still can't run this army on my own. Titania and Sora and Harry know all the little details, and that's what keeps us from collapsing into chaos. Our king does nothing special. Everyone just does what is needed. There is no chaos. He's really trusted, isn't he? That's natural. In Lagoon society, the strongest become king. Unlike the Bjork, kingship is not tied to blood, so we have no weak kings. I'm sorry, perhaps that was improper. Nah, I got you. Considering a ruler by strength instead of birth makes much more sense. When we faced Daein troops, we targeted the units with weak leadership and eliminated them first. Bjork weapons can be very powerful, but not everyone wields them well. Since Bjork also choose generals by bloodlines, their competency is uneven, and that is a weakness of Bjork armies. As for you, the time to prove yourself is approaching. It's true, no matter how strong the individuals are, their strength is worthless if they're weak as a unit. An army's power comes from leadership and management. That's good, remember. Thanks. Would you eat a good sandwich? What was that? Ugh. I'll take on any number of enemies, but this snow is another story. I think my beautiful wings are icing over. That sounds like trouble. Are you gonna be able to fly? Yes, of course I can fly. These wings aren't for looks. They're made of flesh and blood and feathers. That's gross. It's not like I'm some animal that has to hibernate when winter rolls in. Sheesh. Can't you Bjork tell the difference between comic exaggeration and serious conversation? Oh, I was supposed to laugh. Wasn't I? Dang. Man, I thought the ice outside was cold. Sorry about that. Wow. Oh my, such a sincerity. This is unexpected. Looks like someone taught you manners. By the way, I've been meaning to ask, what are our chances for victory? We're still at an extreme disadvantage. What? That's not the answer I wanted. You gotta do better than that, Bjork General. I'm here. If we lose, how am I ever going to show my face to the Phoenix again? We're at a disadvantage, but I don't intend to lose. There's a man in Daein that I need to find, and I will be the last thing he sees. That's crazy. Well said. I wish you could repeat that to today's younger generation. There are some weaklings back home that I don't even want to call hogs. I love to stick them back in their eggs and start over from scratch. You hatch from eggs, eh? I was speaking figuratively, you know, like a metaphor, no refantasio. We have been hatched from eggs for many generations now. Silly Bjork. Alright, I'm out of here. I gotta warm up the old wings before battle, or who knows what might happen. I figured that the egg thing was a joke, but I had no idea it ever happened. Bird tribes. Go figure. And then lastly, jail. Wow, you know, I never would have thought that I would have seen Mist and Jill have another conversation, dialogue again. So she's like, bye, see you later. Yeah, oh, Mist, wash your step, it's slippery. Whoa, Mist. Ah, I landed right on my behind. The snow's cold. Be careful. Alright, watch it. I'm gonna make a, no, hey, watch, Jill, I'm gonna make a snow angel. It must be nice to be so cheerful. Jill! Who's there? It's me. Captain! But this is an enemy camp. I've been trying to track you down ever since you disappeared. I figured you were off chasing after Crimeans. I never imagined you would join up with them. At first, it was just circumstance, but now it's different. Now I'm with them because... No. I gotta be serious here. I'm sorry. Oh, goodness. Oh, bro, I almost cried. I'm sorry. That was incredibly terrible. It was supposed to be a serious moment. I'm sorry. When I saw that, it was like, at first it was just circumstance, but now it's different because I want to be with them. I don't want to go back. Like, okay. So she's like, spending time with them and coming into contact with Lagoos has shown me what a fool I've been. We've been lied to. Lagoos? I never thought I would hear that word from someone who once said subhuman with such absolute hatred. But I've changed. I've seen the error of my ways. I was wrong. I'm sorry, okay, I got that out of my system. Sounds like you've gotten some good experience with this happy little band. I knew that if anybody would understand, it would be you, Captain. So you're forming your own set of values for the first time. It's good. You know, that's very, very good. But what do you plan to do now? Keep moving forward. You're going to face General I don't even know, before long. Causing trouble for my father was never my intent. However, as a member of this army, I will face him with my shoulders straight and my head held high. So you're determined to see this through. I am. There's nothing left to be done. Goodbye. The next time we meet, it will be as enemies. Prepare yourself and get some rest. You know how important it is. Can I talk to you? A few minutes ago, a man I'd never seen before showed up and spoke to Jill. I wasn't sure what was going on, so I went and found you. What should we do? Whatever they were talking about looked super serious. Jill trained in the Daein Army. Fighting against her countrymen would be tough, no matter how prepared she thinks she is. I don't care what happens. You can't let her fight against her own father. Right? It might not be a bad idea to keep her at the base camp, just while we're in Daein. But like, I'm not gonna hold you though. Jill's kind of good, like, defense-wise. Like, let me show you those stats real quick. I keep clicking on the wrong thing because I think of outfit, I keep thinking about customization. Where's her name? There's her name. Let's look at that. Defense 14, bro. That's crazy. Defense 17. He'd be better if I didn't have him with that demi band, which lets him keep his transform Lagoose form, Morim. But in return, because of that, since he has his stats like that, they're slightly lower. And slightly is like a massive understatement. It's like it's like pretty much all the stats except for his magic and his luck are the only things that got nerfed. Like, really? You're telling me you had to nerf the speed? You had to nerf strength by -3? That's insane. I mean, I get it, but it's only like one stat. It makes it seem like we're like gonna desecrate the competition if we are just given one more stat. Like if Titania gets like +2 on her stat, she's gonna go crazy and just instant. No, she's not. Like, I mean, yes, she is. She's gonna do a lot better, a little bit better, but it's a little bit better. It's not like she's just gonna be massacring every single person. It's not like she's gonna break the game and blow it up. You know what I mean? Because if she blows up my console, I don't care where Fire Emblem Heroes is going to see me. I'm going to have to go to their head office. I'm going to break down and be like, bro, you blew my console. As if they had anything to do with it, but that's the only closest thing I'll get to intelligent systems. By the way, what happened to the original creator of this game? I mean, the guy who used to run Fire Emblem like that before he got released off, and then he tried to like make his own like off-brand game, but then that didn't like go too well or something like that. So I guess he like basically went out as like a lame, like people didn't like him or something like that. I don't know what had happened, but I don't know. I hope that's not to be the case. So Kanto's just, oh no, it's just only, wait, let me see this, right? Okay, so only he can use Kanto and Blessing. I could be funny just remove the skill. Actually, hold on, can I actually do it? Let me see the game real quick. Why? Why can you actually, to your own people too, is kind of insane. I was saying that's literally Raisin's only good thing that he can do is the Kanto and the Blessing. Because if he doesn't have that, then he's basically just, he's literally a dude that exists. Look, he doesn't even have anything that he can fight with. Like, I say, give me somebody, dude. I seen the weapon level. But if I go up to him, he doesn't have anything that he can attack with. Like, I don't think Buddy can even fight back. Like, Janop's got beak, right? But this dude doesn't even have beak. It's just exists. He's basically the phoenix fruit from box fruits without the abilities. Which, yes, me and my little cousin, we played quite a bit of blocks. Like, we at least got to 3rd C. I think we're both like level like 2,000, definitely 2,000, I think 2,400, or wherever the almost to be max is at the time was. Because they keep expanding the max every single time. This ain't a block, this is Path of Radiance. So, General, there look to be a lot of enemy soldiers ahead, mostly Daein, but there are some crows from Kilvis as well. More than our last fight? Yeah, there's a lot. But the most troubling thing is that King Kilvis is with them. Crow himself is cooperating with Daein? Yes. And compared to the other crows, the king is in a class by himself. Obviously, he'd be no match for our king, but anyway, you should move carefully. The entire unit under the command of King Kilvis. I think that bodes ill for us. The outcome of the battle hinges on how we deal with him. Kilvis soldiers, that's fellow bird tribe Lagoos. What can you tell us about them? Please don't lump us together with those carry-on birds. We're not partial to the crows. As you know, we are outmanned by the Daein troops. Is there any way to get the ravens to withdraw? That would be a tremendous help. Well, I suppose I could go meet with King Kilvis, if I had to. I don't think that my speaking to him is going to make a difference, though. If you like, we will try, but don't expect anything to come of it. I think they meant to say me speaking to him, because my speaking to him, what, you got your own English and dialect over here? No matter the circumstance, I will never again speak to a crow. No matter what we decide, sitting here like this is giving it more time to prepare. You're right, you gotta keep moving though. Now, if I remember correctly, this is no long fight. There's a lot of snow in the way though. We gotta make sure to keep pushing through. Daein's army is not gonna really be as easy as what I thought it was gonna be, especially with the guy on the stick at Ballista. Ballista? Whatever you wanna call it. Point case being, he's on the thing. On the makeshift crossbow catapult thingamabobber. Now, this thing is tough, and the only way you can really use it is if you actually have a bow with you. I think it's either you have a bow with you or you're an archer class. I say archer class. You just gotta have enough archery to wield it, and you'll be good. That Killer Ike's gonna be kind of killer and kind of sickening, so I gotta watch out for that. Everybody's stats are kind of weakened a little bit, except for like people like this mercenaries. We gotta watch out for him too. Overall, we're looking at a bunch of bird units. Nice Sala. So we're looking at a bunch of other bird units. Got some people on dragons here, soldiers. Gotta watch out for these people with ballistas. Alright, so how we're gonna push. Hold on. It almost covers this. Okay. I'm gonna say, we're gonna, alright. No Pegasus Knights. Reese, I'm gonna need Reese. I'm gonna need a Leaf. I'm gonna need 2 healers. Titania, obviously. Grayson, definitely. Janov had an ability I want to see. Increases hit percentage. Are you weak to archery? Not too sure. Warrim, I'll keep him in. Mordecai definitely. Jill is a tough option, but let me look at something. Bow attacks and wind magic, gotcha. Okay. So Soren's definitely going to be a... Sorry! He has nothing in his book. He only got like one book thing left. Stefan, gotta throw him in there. Tormod's not good because Tormod's a... Tormod's only got fire. And Ileana's only built with electricity. Wait. This weapon can inflict special damage on the type, on the type sorcery. Effect dragon? So you're weak to dragons? Are you serious? This weapon can inflict special damage on the unit type shown here. Oh. So what you're saying is, if I use Ileana, yeah. Okay. I think I understand it. And if I go to, what's it, Soren, because he builds a fire magic, but then I understand it now. I don't know if I could put, I can't put Soren in yet. Gotta rely on Ileana. And Makalov, I'm gonna have to definitely grab those swords back because I think this dude's kind of good. Look at his stinky stats, he's a level 10, bro. He's a stinky bone. I think I'm gonna do something. This is high defense. And then yours is no, where's I wish these people were in alphabetical order, dog. Airborne knights who wield lances and possess high magic resistance. Okay. And then Jill's just good with just defense. And I'll throw Oscar in here for the fun. But alright, I might as well just take out what's his name? Kyron? With you. Other letter. Hurry. I'm trying to think what we do. Alright, I think we're kind of solid. So first we're just going to reposition some people. We'll throw our high defensive people in the front. So people who can push, do all that, we'll throw them in the front. So for example, Titani's will be in the front. Mordecai will be in the front. And Leaf will also be in the front. Since Leaf is better than Mordecai, because she's apparently like the best, I like her. We'll let Morim go in the front, Titani go in the front, and Leaf in the front. Then the second wave of people will go Mordecai, Jill, Rayson for the scene, and then Ilyana for these dragons that are going to be pushing up on the side. But at that rate, I should switch and have it like this. And I see Rayson can also double as a healer, so he should be good on that front. And then the last wave of people will be Stefan, Oscar, Jill, and Mist. Oh, and Reese in the back with his sparkle, shimmer, and shine. Now listen, why not throw Stefan in the middle? You try to trade him out, you can probably trade him out for Ilyana. At that rate. You know what? You're right. I'm saving these people in the back. Because like glass, break in case of emergency. Alright? So with that being said, let's go. They probably sitting here like, well, at the end of the day, none of it will matter because by the time that you get there, you'll basically break up like a One Piece, the Straw Hat Pirate crew. Like, you know what, you're not wrong. You ain't wrong. Sir, the Crimean Army has arrived. I hope they are prepared to pass into oblivion, for this will be their final resting place. Crimean stragglers join with an army on loan from Begnion. I've ever heard that they have a betrayer in their midst, and yet they still march on. What an odd group. A betrayer? As long as Kilva stands at the side of Daein, they have no future. I suppose they're just unlucky. It appears that the enemy has spotted us. You don't think Nasir, well, a group this large is kinda hard to miss. How will you proceed? No tricks, nothing fancy. When you hit them from the front, fast and hard. I'm sure you're already aware of this. If you don't do something about Kilvis, you're at a disadvantage. Yes, I've heard about the Ravens, but even so, it's not as if we can just turn tail and run away. Now that I think about it, King Kilvis and Prince Rayson used to be close friends. Did you ask them to speak to the king? He was most empathetic in his refusal. It seems that Naysala was responsible for Rayson's capture at the hands of Duke Tannis. I can't really blame him. And the Hogs, there too, are the bird tribes. Surely some connection can be found there. They weren't really excited for that suggestion out. You can command them to do it though. There's an antagonism between the tribes that we don't understand. I'd rather not force that issue. Trying to coerce them into it would be unfair. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they did it wrong. You know, I'm not gonna really just simply be like, well, you gotta make it, you know what I mean? Like, I was gonna simply just go in there. You know what I mean? Just, fast and hard, well, you know what I mean? It's gun ho, just like a D-line, football, like with the front line, it's a downside hug, we push the guys down, and that's basically what we're trying to do, you know what I mean? Like, it's not really like, it's not like we're trying to make it to space, it's not like some crazy, rocket science right here, it's just a simple big bang boom, you know what I mean? Like, just run in there, just 1, 2, funk food, you know what I mean? That's so very like you. This guy's acting weird, like, bro. You're being weird. However, giving orders that are unpopular is often necessary when one is in command, and maybe so, but I can only do things the best I know, my own way. Come on, it's time to go. Yo, hey, we weren't gonna just talk about how Nasir get back and ran. Now, I do like that character development there. How Ike's basically like, hey, that's nice. That's a nice suggestion. How about you mess off? Because I'm going to do this my own way. But, like, Nasir necessarily isn't a bad guy. He's honestly a chill dude. But I think bro's kind of onto something. Zorn doesn't trust him. And I don't blame him. Because I feel like he's kind of on the nose. Because I know they talked about, like, there's a spy, and the spy is giving information. And at first, it seemed convenient that it would be Volk to kind of do all that. Like, well, I've been sent to basically, like, you know, to give y'all's information away. But then Ike's like, okay, you were here to talk to my dad, but now you're here, I guess, because you just want to be? He's like, I guess so. I guess I'll write it out. So, at first I thought it was Volk, but, like, if Volk is to be with us, I don't think Volk could keep coming into contact with, the Messenger and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it gets to a point, it's like the Jill thing. It's like, yeah, okay, you got contact, but then it's like, well, what am I gonna do now? Like, I mean, I kind of like these guys, you know what I mean? Like, they're cool. Like, they got a good cause, you know, I was wrong, you know what I mean? Like, they made me change. And it's like, I really want to kind of just reprimand them for no reason for all that. It's kind of messed up. So these bird dudes are just gonna be kind of chilling a little bit. Alright. You obviously know the game plan here. It's nothing really hard, nothing really too much of a struggle. Basically like we should always do. Just bomb rush in. Now the hardest is going to be making it to the mountain to then take down the guy. But these dudes... Excuse me. Alright. I'll make pretty much Titania aggro. So, a little bit of over here. And Leaf is going to get the first kill. Little Leaf. Little strafe. Do it again. Bro. Little Leaf. Little strafe. Do it again. Okay. Oh, and I did see the, it was something with Diddy Kong. How Donkey Kong had, like, that crazy transformation. Diddy Kong's was more so, like, you know in the movie, the Super Mario movie, how he had, like, the pin on his, cap? They brought that back. And they also gave, Diddy Kong more, they gave him teeth. Because usually he wouldn't really have teeth. Like, it's pretty much like 80% of the time, like, they're kind of like really inconsistent on like their retractable teeth. They're like sticking Toothless, Night Fury from How to Train Your Dragon, and then it's like so it's kind of the teeth thing. His other thing that he has that he's got a bit of a chub on him, and I kind of like that a lot. I mean, like he's got like his stomach's kind of a little bit bloated out, like he's a little chubby. I like that too. I think that's nice. Because originally he'd always be like a flat stomach. I kind of would think he'd be like a little sweet. He's like the little like chunky monkey or whatever. That just sounds weird. But you know what I'm talking about, right? Like that's really what I mean. Now there was some dude on Stinking Nintendo Life that went through some sheer D1 levels of like and I was like, bro, good chief. You don't seem too well, Ileana. I need to check your books real fast. 1 to 2. Okay, you're good. I'm gonna make Stefan like move here, and then I'm gonna give the what's it called, the boom chicka boom Green Day. Now, when Racing evolves into his bird form, he's able to do it in a plus. For right now, he's only able to just do it to one person. So, Stefan is able to just kind of like D1 rush up like this. And so now him and Titania are going to be both adjacent. And then I'm going to put like Reese on like the far off, like maybe here. I don't want Reese too close, nor do I also want Miss to also be too close. Boo. Dude, do you know what a dodge is? Do I have to spell it for you? No, I shouldn't. I knew I shouldn't have done that. This is gonna be the out of that. Is what I would have said. Okay. But it's still a little treacherous. Hold on, move my mic real fast. I do plan on making sure to get a better mic. Because the Audio Pro X5 is actually a really good mic. It's just one of the more cheaper mics. So I'm going to be taking out this Archer dude, because what's bro really going to do if I just kind of press him on like this? Like, if you don't double out Bliss this guy... Excuse me. But yeah, earlier me and my friend was playing, I know it's gonna sound kind of crazy, I was thinking Destiny 2. Never would have thought I would have played that game again. Because the only reason why we had mainly like stopped back in the day was there was an update that they did like a while back where pretty much what had happened was like it basically you got your game removed, and that's when it stopped all of us from playing. Because like on the Xbox, you see my Xbox Series S when we were playing, they had removed our stuff. I did not like that. I think I did get to port over my stuff because I don't know why my guy has like a whole bunch of fire, so for his like subclass, so there was that. And yeah, I relatively knew how to do all the stuff again. Like the game isn't like this dude here. The game isn't necessarily like hard. It's just that so many of the menus are so weirdly hidden that it kind of makes it annoying. Stefan, if you don't pub step on this guy real fast. 5 plus that guy with endurability. There you go. That last slash was just for style points. I think the first 2 slashes got the idea over. I'm glad we did get the Killer Axe though, because that's actually baller. Despite Mordecai literally having like 12 speed and like so much heaviness, he was still able to dodge that incoming attack. We still gotta watch out for those soldiers though, because it doesn't seem like they're really gonna be letting up. So we're gonna take a good route around. Everybody else, excuse me, can relatively push. These two just can relatively push. So the way how we're gonna play this game is we're just gonna do the old make Mordecai stand here. I shouldn't use Smite. Now why do it like this? Well, because sometimes I'm kind of extremely determined to just do something random for no reason. It's because I actually want to drag them out, guys. Come on, it's not me just throwing random stuff for no reason. Come on. Come on. Then we'll move 1 step up. We're going to go over. And I think we're going to like subtly, very subtly like push everybody like to the far right. Because, I'm going to be honest, it just don't look right here. You know what I mean? It's not looking good. So, these guys got a few more turns, like a lot of more turns to go before they start going banana crazy. So we're just gonna have them just chill, try to like push up a little bit and fight these guys. And maybe Rolf. Rolf can't do it because Rolf don't got it like that. I thought Rolf could at least tried to at least come up and hit him, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. So since Chant, this charm from Billy Hatcher, is gonna be our best friend, we're just gonna make her just kind of move randomly. I really should have just went up to, I don't think I could have went up to, I think I could have went up to Stefan. Went up to Stefan and made a move, but there really would, again, be no point in doing that. Just like making Ilyana move again for no reason. Okay, so I guess we don't know how to dodge arrows. But thankfully now everybody's trying to aggro to leave. Because they're like, less HP. That's a me story, because, well, Lee's literally about that life. I say that, and then she does like one attack, and it's like, ah, well, you know, yeah, shiver me timbers. And I'm like, bro, no, you literally blitz these guys every day. You literally get one dodge, and then let you attack again. What's the difference between this guy and the other guy next door? What? Because this guy's got the iron blade, so it's heavier. Is that actually true? I thought all bro had was just a regular sword. Also, you know what they should have added to Dragon Quest 11? They should have added like blackjack. Just saying. You're telling me we're going to a stinking casino and you're gonna make me only do slots? Stinking slots? That's so lame. And at least with the card game, it's at least a little bit more interactive. Like, come on, man. But thankfully, that's just game currency. You know, you don't actually do a real currency. Well, really, just never go to casino. Period. In Texas, literally is banned, so you can't do that. Betrayer of the Lagoons, I'll tear those black wings off your back. You galleons are with Crimea. We're with Daein. We're both helping one side. I'd like you to tell me how that makes us the betrayers. Crimea and Daein are not the same. Oh, but they are. They're both on the Lagoos hunting, Lagoos hating humans. Granted, Daein's anti-Lagoos sentiment is more a little bit obvious. But surely you realize that there's no great difference between it and Crimea, or Begnion for that matter. But you may think yourself a warrior, but the humans have tamed you. You know, good lad. Go fetch. Don't do your business on the carpet. So let me open your eyes. Ah. Oh. Leaf, fall back. You did good, Leaf. You did good. No shame. No shame. It was a good push. It was a really good push. Alright, what are we looking at? 7? Ah, but you still can get in there, though. But, like, I can't have that. We need a healer. Ah, Reese. Where's, Mist? Ah, Mist. Come on. Wait. Actually, I might have a bit of profundity. If I move Mist here. Sure. Why not? Two birds with one stone. Somebody's got to get down there. Preferably. Wait, who used it? Yes, you're a miracle worker over here. Okay. I should have my, yes. There we go. ×2! Alright, Ike, I need you to get in there. From where I'm sitting, you look to be the leader of the group. Do you like the way we fight? If you double Daein's payment, we'll be quite happy to join your cause against Daein. Are you serious? Of course. We're not with the Daein for the pleasant conversations. For the right price, we do as we like. As you like, actually. Because we're mercenaries. It's literally every mercenary. Like Ike. Oh my goodness, Cloud. He's like, sure, I'll fight. For a price. Mercenaries. I've no need for an ally who would betray me for a handful of coin. Isn't that so? Then I have no more use for you. I suppose I'll just have to kill you. Uh-oh. You Dunsky! Is everyone allergic to actually hitting enemies? Okay, this ain't bad. First Leaf's at 9 HP and then Ike's at 6? Okay, this ain't good. This is not good. This is actually really bad. I need Racing to immediately transform. Now! Titania! Get in there! Break glass in case of emergencies. Where's that killer axe? What are you talking about? Alright, we got 30 attack and crit 42. Titania, I need you to get in there. Oh ho, black wings among humans are considered bad omens, but not. Then they take these omens and they... Alright, Titania. Titania! Medic! 15 HP? Who is this guy? Oh, dude, first Leaf, then it's Ike, and now even Titania's like 15 HP out of 51? Who is this man? I gotta check this. Allows units. Okay, I get that. Attacks with the same effect as wind? What is he on about? Speed 34? Let me defeat the boss. Who's the boss then? Who? Oh. Well, he started it. Like, he literally chased me. Okay. I mean, like, now how am I supposed to get all the way down there? This dude's thinking attacks once, desecrates my people's HP. Okay. That's actually incredibly good. I did not think that it would be like this. I thought my buddy would have been like at least a good hit, you know, we walk off and that'd be a thing, but this dude out here. Because I'm sitting here like, okay, these fights shouldn't be as bad. It should be relatively okay. No. Buster Rooney over here wants to stinking leave my people at like the weakest amount of HP known to man for literally no reason. So Leaf needs to sneak and fall back. And I'll heal her up with this stuff. She'll be good. Yeah, she should be back good to go. And the only person I'm mainly worried about is Titania. I need Ike to at least get a good dodge. But considering this dude was at 44 HP and was left at 60, I mean 6, I don't see this guy living another attack if this all goes through the way I was supposed to do. Because since Nate Solar basically has a whole entire board covered, it's basically anybody's free reign on game, on who he's willing to fight. Which, knowing how this next turn's supposed to go, I don't see this really ending well. Which I hope, I don't know if racist thing is that it's because he's aggro to, oh no. Nice dodge. Not missed! Oh, forgive me, I messed up. It's alright, leave the fighting to me, I won't lose. Alright. I suppose I'll only be in the way like this. They careful, don't you? You'll get killed. Well, now we gotta think it restart all over again. No, I'm not mad about Miss not sneaking dodging that. I'm more distraught in knowing that this guy could apparently just mow a whole entire, he could just run a train through my whole entire army. That, you know how like demeaning that feels? I literally went through all these chapters, and this is probably like the last few chapters, just to be like, yeah, your army's good. Yeah, you've made a lot of friends along the way. Yeah, your people have really been really cool. And you know, they messed up, granted, you know, a few times, but you know, they've done some good. You know? That doesn't matter. I literally can just ruin your whole entire career right here and now. And it's like, why? I also wish that, you know, whenever I'd save the game, I'm glad that they saved my characters like characters. I just hate that they put them in the most stupidest positions known to man. Like, yeah, I'm gonna stick and throw my healer in the front line, you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? Be like, come on, game. But honestly, I don't think that this pairing's too bad. I think they're starting to understand like how I actually want the team set up, because this is literally how I set the team up, which I'm really actually surprised. So now we fight. Alright, it's Daein time. Speed, vantage, vortex, build of a bird. I gotta find a way to beat this dude. But how? I would be like, he's too strong. The spear of the Lord is with them, master. I cannot stand these boys. Alright, enough boys about references. Let's get into this thing. No. And yes, there will be another. I'll make sure to make another Boys of Valor video after Battle of Z. It'll more than likely be the Boys of Valor Part 2. I plan on making that again. Because the first one went really well. It went well. It went way more well than I thought it would have. So I'll make a second one after this Battle of Z. Rats. Yeah. Green Day. Alright, looks like a pretty good lineup right now. Yeah, okay. Ilyana next to Rolf next to Ilyana. Reese also being on the side here. And now she's boy trapped. Sorry, bro, what is this, kindergarten? What? Alright. We're gonna push up the mountain too. I gotta beat these guys. The moment that they transform, it's not barbecue chicken. And now, Rolf is girl trapped. Okay, then enough for first grade talk here. Ow. Okay, so we actually want to dodge now. We actually know what the word dodge means. I'm glad about that. That's character development right now. We don't know what dodge is, okay? We forgot the English dialect and all the English lexicon. We forgot what the word is. You absolute Dunsky, you're really gonna fight this guy. He's got a sticking iron sword. Dodge that and hit this man. 5+ attack! And the last slash for stylish points. And that's just with the basic iron sword. Could you imagine if this dude had something like the Vanti Cootie or whatever that the longsword he has, I can only imagine. Which is why I save it for the break glass in case of emergencies type of situation. Because why would you use your big weapon right here and now on minuscule enemies? Yes, I actually mean minuscule enemies. These dudes are gonna run themselves into a corner. They have nowhere else to go. I will chase them all through this square plus face-shaped map. Because what are they gonna do? What are they honestly gonna do? Leave? I can't leave. I can't have Nate Solid take to the skies. The moment dude takes it to the skies, I think it's all over because we have to fight this guy. Because Buddy's gonna come and push us. But he's too strong. Like, why? Why can this dude go through Leaf, Ike, and Titania of all people with her killer axe? Killer axe! You know, the axe that does a bunch of critical damage. The axe that's literally break glass in case of emergencies. And he still was able to beat that? He was still able to beat that. How? I mean, I understand because he's literally the epitome of speed boost. Yeah, that's me. Look at bro's stats. Strength 31, magic 17, skill 30, speed 34, luck 19, defense 24, and resistance 19. This guy and his stupid idiotic coin that he has in his pocket, why do I even want that? Just can do all these things. I'm sticking Philippians 4 and 13 out here. Like, why is this guy doing this? How can he do this? Vantage is good for attacking first, but it doesn't give you some speed boost. Attack Vortex doesn't give you a speed boost. He's just speed boost. It's infuriating. His hit is 179. 179. None of my characters give 179. It's like 143, 128, you know, 131, 136. A little 46 here, but he's not transformed. 154, you know, it's closer. 107, you know, 113, 119, 123, 131, right? You know, normal stats. Well, normal to above average stats. This dude's stats is not human. It's not logical. It's dumb. But if he doesn't move, actually, I don't know. I really actually am kind of stumped. Unless he attacks in like what? 2 ranges now? Attacks with the same effect as wind. So Vortex basically lets you attack in range 2. So we can't just be like, hand axe and just throw it, or bow, or magic, or really anything to also just blow this guy up from the side. We can't fight him in the front, and we can't fight him from the back. He literally is just him. But you know what that sounds like? You know what all this speech sounds like? That sounds like that time when Vegeta fought Broly, or he saw Broly and realized he was a legendary Super Saiyan and just quit. We are not Vegeta. We're not just gonna stink and quit the moment that we see this guy. I just got thrown immensely off guard because I didn't expect the game to do a massive 180 from the first fight. The first fight was, I guess, tough. Like, it wasn't actually really even that tough. Like, it wasn't that bad. This dude stinking broke through all my people. This is like fighting the Shredder for the first time, you know what I mean? It's like, whoa, who is this guy? You know, but then, you know, they came back better. But, like, they kind of threw me off because, you know, it caught me off guard. It scared me. That was a good crit. I need to make sure to also push up my healers, but I don't like those people on those ballistas because I don't want them hurting us. Ballista, potato, tomato, okay, like, you know what I mean, what are you really gonna do? No. Right there. I should have definitely, summoned, what's her name? Tanath, whatever her name is. Face my wrath. She can, like, she can summon more Pegasus Knights, is what I meant to say. Too close. Wait, how close are we looking at? Can't have you in there. No. Not a. No, sorry. No, sorry, Bob. No, not doing it. Not doing it. Everybody freeze. Clap your hands. If you don't... Duh! Ike? My guy. He didn't even need a dodge. It just said no damage. This dude's confidence is at an all-time high. He thinks he's going to be able to just start throwing and hacking and slashing his way through. Okay, I understand it now. It's cause the dudes in red, they wield iron blades, and this dude wields a steel blade. That's why the Laguzes are able to do double crits. I forgot that my controller's on the ground, so it really vibrated on that floor. But that's why he's able to face those Laguzes. Because I mean the Laguz are able to face the people with iron blades. Because the iron blades are extremely heavy. Like Ike's able to wield the iron blade because it's an iron blade. But it makes his attack slower. So what he gives for speed, he gives for strength. And I actually like now do that to Naesala. I love that animation. I love how cool that was. I love the charge and all that. I was like, yeah. And we even got a longsword from that, which is even cooler. No Frieza. I think bro trying to bide his time. I hate that so much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slash this one guy up. Then I'm gonna go all the way back and see if I can meet Racing all the way back here. Oh, it's close. But I'll meet him right here, and then. Wait. Hold up. Wait. Hold up. What is? Let me see what Smite. Does Smite give like 2? Yes. My guy. There we go. Mordecai coming in clutch. I probably rarely use shove. In this game, shove is almost like a necessity. There we go. So now Titania's able to fight twice. I just needed Racing, but Racing was just like a square just far away. But hey, he came back. I'm also liking the way how the wings flattened and fell down and then just clicked. I like that. That was nice. I like when their animation actually increased for this. I like when the animation budget actually increases for this. Make more room facing these other guys with beaks and stuff, and then make them I think we're all gonna recuperate, like just regroup. You know what I mean? Basically regroup, come together, and then do for the second wave. Because Lord knows, going in straight at first would sound like a good idea until that Naesala dude decided to pull up, and that's what basically he basically said, "Sorry guys, I don't ball. I hoop," and that basically broke our ankles. I did not expect that. But I keep saying that to the day of the season. Unless I truly know what's up. Yeah, he's gonna keep catching me off guard. Unless I figure out a way to get this guy. But thankfully we're getting some good level ups. So, there's that. Jill with the heat seek. Eyes in the skies. Getting the guy. Good poke. Not much damage we'll get from her. Well, not even that. It's just she can't follow up with those attacks. Now throwing Oscar in here is a big. I can keep saying all day long. Gamble. It's not really a good thing because Oscar could. Oscar was good for the big push, but now that Oscar's done with the big push, I don't know if he's really good. I'd say anymore for all that. So Miss Leo leads from the 5 space across. I'll push it to the far right. I don't trust all of what's going on over here. And since I can fight twice with this Iron Blade, we'll just sort of get the good slash, because Leith, pretty much essentially the Lagoo's line, they don't really get that XP buff as much like with everybody else. I still hate how much money this guy still has. But we still have to aggro, bro. So I'll make Leith be the bait. Nice dodge. And that's when they go about their whole, oh, we actually cannot skip this. They're the same side, betrayers, they're not the same, but Lagoos, I was thinking the Lagoos hunting, Lagoos hating humans. Yes, you're yourself a warrior, they tamed you. And this is where everybody else starts to try to, keep constantly pushing. We lost visuals on them. Gosh dang it. Okay. Is this enough range? It is. Only Rolf won't be able to wield this. So we'll make Mordecai get pushed up like way more. No! Oh, dang it. I meant to grab Rolf. I meant to smite Rolf, push him back. But in this situation, beggars really cannot be choosers. Why can you literally reach to North America, dude? Goodness. Because I know what he's gonna do. I know exactly how he's gonna try to push this thing. Why can't he fight like that? Such cowardice. Good lad, Reese. Please, literally target any one of the other guys. Of course he would. Come on, Reese. No, we can go to the courageous. Okay. It was literally all bad timing. All bad timing. Dude. What do they want me to do here? Like, even if I go to the other side and do all what I guess what I'm supposed to do, he's still gonna transform by the time I get, like, mid here. And then reprimand my army. I have to still beat the boss, too. Who's got the Sonic Sword. The 1 and 2 range blade. Wait, uses magic, not strength to attack? It's, okay. Let me change out some units. Or a unit. There's gotta be one person that can change out here. Oh, Oscar. Yeah, it's gonna be Oscar. That's not gonna put him in, excuse me. I'm going to put him in for Tanith. Because Tanith can summon, aggro people. So I need aggro. That's all we basically need is just aggro. We need distraction. Alright, Leaf. First blood and all that. So everyone will just be right. All strafe right. You'll go strafe right. And you'll, I guess, just go all the way over here. And then Tanith will sit here. It's just over Sonic Silver Blade. Okay. Okay. Now let her do reinforcements. Better just sit back. Now Raisin, I'm gonna make him do one more thing. I'll make him go over here. Chant. More reinforcements. And their range is pretty far, so all 5 of these people will just go bomb rushing in, fight those people. Just make some weird stinking aggro for literally no reason. And yeah, I really don't see how any of this could actually backfire on us in this little way. can't control these yellow units. Anybody that's not like circle blue units, you can't control them. I don't need them to... What are you doing? Well, I guess that backfired. I meant for them to go straight. Oh. Are you serious? It was of her ability, because she would have been desecrated if that actually went through like the way it was supposed to. Oh my goodness! Please help me. I'm in the... And then... I'm not knowing how fast these guys can be vastly approaching us. Gonna have more. Let's throw a hand up. This gives Rolf the opposition to be able to fight back from a further range, because I'm certain that Rolf can be able to use the is capable of using the bow, the ballista, my bad. But there's gotta be a way to defeat a solid dude. Now, Lagooses. What are they weak against? Fire? Yeah. And Lagoose Slayers, right? Yeah. Do we have anybody that has fire? Yo, that kid. But yo, Yana's good for thunder though. Right. Boy, those dragons aren't going to be moving. Right. Oof! Ah, delicious crit. It will strafe right. Tell them to target. And where would they target? Here. And then I'll make Ilyana at least get a little bit of some damage going on here. And the Wonder Bro has his hip on the side. I'd have my hip on the side if I knew that some dude was just trying to... Wait. I feel like they actually probably have a good parent. A fairly devious slash. And since Rayson's all the way over here, I'm gonna make him chant Stefan, and I want Stefan to try to at least cut off those bird people all the way to the far right. So when they do approach, he'll already be there. Yeah, I guess I was asking for a bit much. See, good double slash. You see how tough that was? What? Like, see, now this, the agility, the movement, you know, all the hustle and stuff, this is what I'm talking about that they can be. This is what the Pegasus Knights should be. They should be these people that can move and all this stuff. That's what they literally are. This shouldn't be some, it shouldn't be a, well, you know, if you just work with it, no. No. Like, they're just like, they're like Boyd. Like early Boyd. Like, I couldn't even use Boyd like that. I could only use him if, like, I absolutely knew he was going to do something. I can't do Boyd now because, well, there's not really too many people that can really get Boyd close to it. It's kind of a shame because I think Boyd could have been, like, way better. Well, thankfully, Morum would be the guy that drags and aggroes him out. So, then once, I guess once it's all said and done, then I can try to make 10 and then try to call in some more. I don't know how many more units you could probably have on the battlefield, but at least I know that there'll at least be a lot of hands to them. I was saying, yeah, keep fighting him. Why would you fight in a weapon disadvantage? Like, oh what? Oh, you got the sneaking speed. You shot him barely, but like, come on. Nice dodge, by the way. We need all the help we can get because I want to see how this all goes through. Yeah, y'all really get on the stage for this. Yeah, they're really gonna get out of this for this. And then there's gonna be another dude that's gonna, oh come on, I really want him to fight one guy super badly. Like, she still has that weapon on her. Like, why do you think this dude really went up here and said, yeah, I'll fight the person that literally has won MVP for literally half the, probably a good 3/4 of these chapters was only from her on win that they had won. You're not from the tribe, are you? The goose slaves. Instead of bearing your claws and escaping, you moan and cry, what pack of fools. Huh, cat got your tongue. Unless you're incapable of speech, you're either angry or frightened. Either way, you're pathetic. If you stayed in your cage, you wouldn't need to die here. First is Morum. No, first is Leaf, and then you face Morum. I can't have that. But nah, first is Morum and then Leaf. I can't stand for that. Cause you know, I actually like Leaf. You know, at first I was like, you know, she's kind of a bum. Like, oh, look, I hate all the humans. I was like, okay, bro. But then, you know, like, you know, she you know, she's kind of thinking a little grew on me. You know what I mean? Like, she's okay. Like, you know, she was cool. And then now you're gonna come over here and just dog water all over. Like, I don't see that. You know, I don't see that without a sword inside your mouth. You know, I'm not talking about like some parlay trick. You know, where you put it inside your mouth. I mean, like, I'm actually going to shove it inside of your throat, and that goes for everybody. Ike, even Boyd, bro. Nah, I'm kidding. I actually don't have a bad vendetta for Boyd. He's a good guy. Just really heavily underutilized because whoever designed this character, stat-wise, must have been on drugs. Because they literally, not even on drugs, they literally, like, I don't even know what they were on. They probably were asleep just throwing in random stat numbers. Because bro has no good stats. And it's very a shame. Because he's a good dude. He's like the Yamcha of the group, basically. But I gotta get to that thing. Look at all these people. Look at all of these people. We can't summon it anymore. I guess we can only summon it 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 of them? It's not bad. Not bad at all. I just, I hope that we can at least I'm really trying to try it, guys, because I want both dialogues? Yes, I want all their dialogues to be triggered off. But knowing how much damage this dude does, I don't think I want all that. So I'm gonna have Reese pull up. I didn't realize all my units were so far back. Okay. So what? Is Buddy's whole thing that we have to just wait it out? I can't wait it out if Bo dude over here is going to keep constantly shooting. Alright, that's the enemy stand range. Dodge. Very good hit. Alright, me and Mordecai are going to have to do some massive D up right here. Thankfully, Rolf will still be out of range. Good poke. Jill will get all that XP, even the death XP. So, good level up, good XP, all around. She'll level. Yeah, I mean, it's something's better than nothing. It's better than getting a magic stag. You know what I mean? It's not even like you're even out of the range. So I guess it's not the worst thing. And I had a feeling they would do this to me the moment I moved out of stinking space. You know, no harm, no foul. So thankfully everybody's good. Everyone should be okay. I'm at least trying to make Mist get one more chant this charm, and then I'm gonna make her heal Morium, and then make her come back. So I'm gonna use my last bit of my Min staff to heal up bro. The Min staff breaks. I wait, and then we will all regroup over here. But first, nah, I gotta beat him with this, bro. Ain't no way. I need all those Pegasus Knights to start pushing in that vicinity. Alright, let's see how it goes. Nice dodge. Oh, black-winged among the humans. Take them as an omen for the fact that you have their life. Okay. That's drastically bad. Okay. I'll basically tell them to roam around as whatever they see fit. Alright, he can fly. It's definitely gonna be, at least it's a lot more scattered out. They fight these dudes and they weaken them down. Why don't you at least try to fight the main guy? He's got advantage, dog. That's what's gonna make all this a lot more annoying to fight. Because we can't dodge him, we can't touch him, we can't hit him. He literally is untouchable. Like, why would you do that? As a last boss, yeah, sure, I see that. But you're telling me what, we're supposed to outroute this guy? The guy that can literally fly and get over here and fight. By sword is lightning, do you think you can follow his dance? Well... Oh, come on, we needed another poke. Actually, hold on. I think I might be able to let you... Oh! That Pegasus snipe was done dirty. I'm being for real. That was actually done dirty. Literally dodged that dude's attack and then got beamed by something of her type advantage. Her type disadvantage, I mean. That has to be the worst thing I could see. Like, imagine someone talks that much smack. You dodge them, and then you get hit with a bullet. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, what am I supposed to do about that, bro? At that rate. Uh-oh. is what I would say. Oh, come on, Jill. I had your back on that one. I was about to be your announcer. I was about to be on the ground. 1, 2, 3, but I can't even get out of the seat, man. Like, dang. But don't worry. I think we have this in the bag. We made Titania burst through Daein time. Daein time. Daein time. Daein time! Everyone now transformed into their beast states. It's all over. It's barbecue chicken. Shaq's now in the house. Titania with the killer axe. Crit. Absolute cinema. We're out of here. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. The shame. I'm saying. The shame. We didn't have to fight that guy. We didn't have to fight Nate Solid. He was just there just to be there. I don't know how you would have beaten this guy without Tanith. Because if without Tanith, the dude would just be heat-seeing all of your enemies. King Nate Solid, the Daein army has been routed. How nice. What a load of braggarts they turn out to be. Well, let's go. Are you sure if we retreat? This one, what would the general say? I promise made humans are worth less than a dead snake. Forget about her. Losing her made of our pavement stings, but still, you can't buy your life back, can you? You know, that's a good point. You know, that dude did just die for our sake. But you can't buy life back. Fly, we return to Kilvis. We won, somehow. My Lord Ike, I'm so pleased to have seen you. You have been injured. Oh, push off. I'm good. Oh, that's good. May I have a word? If you don't mind, would you mind joining us? Join me in that building? What could that be? Well, let's go and see. Alright, speak your wisdom, Titania. This is holy. Incredible, no? It's gold. Daein must be filthy rich. There's so much. It doesn't even seem real. What do we do with it? It's the spoils of war, so naturally, it's ours. Oh, Soren's in here too? Okay, now this is actually a good party. Can we get the greens? Or is that asking for a bit much? It's probably asking for a bit much. All right, no. This is still good. Still good. It's obviously still good. Just it's like like the optional part in like quests. You know when you're like, you could do this action. That's basically what it's giving. It's the optional. Parentheses. Semicolons. Who even uses semicolon? In that case, I like to borrow 50,000. Would that be cool? I mean, that's a lot of money. What are you planning to do with it? It's a private matter. But what do you want about? I apologize. You're not a child. There's no reason for me to pry. My Lord Ike, please use this gold for the mercenary company. Until now, I haven't had the resources to adequately pay them, so please. No, if I may borrow the 50,000, that'll be more than. You won't borrow it, you'll accept it, and in good faith. I'm like, bro, what the whole, you're not a child, there's no reason for you to pry. You're over here, basically, you're a belt to behind whooping over here. You're just gonna tell me no? You're gonna tell me I have to accept this? I'm not gonna borrow it. So this is what, that's what she was basically saying that's what the private matter was to, take the money. Okay. The remainder will be given a Soren for the company's maintenance. Would that be alright? Yes, of course. But you gotta have some backbone here. You're supposed to be the princess. Or you gotta tell us what to do. The General Patrina's sick. I mean, I'd be sick too. Could you imagine? Some stinking bird people, right? Some bird people that can literally have the eyes of the skies, can peck at people, work them down, all that stuff. You basically pay them off, right? You're like, I need y'all to go do this matter. And she's like, don't let me down. And then you're like, well, you have my word. And then y'all go and y'all do the out route. Then the guy that's leading the whole thing, he falls, and then everyone's like, well, what do we do? And then you, as the bird leader, are like, well, it's just a human's life, so why do we care again? Is he gonna pay us? No. Is he dead? Yeah. Is the dad going to pay us back in ghost coins and soul coins? No. So let's get out of here. Okay. And then they leave. I'd be sick too if I heard that reasoning. I would grab them by the wind. Like, no, you're coming back here. So she's sick. The soldier's like, please, I'm just a messenger. Don't burn me. But I gotta tell you, she's like, I already heard. You dunderhead. I hate those filthy crows. I hated them. I hate you bees. Even so, to be trained in such fashion, someone will pay for this. Like the messenger. Oh, you certainly had your ways with us, didn't you, King Kilvis? But if you want to make an enemy of Daein, then so be it. Once Philae is fallen, we will turn our attention to your puny nation and wipe it from the face of the world. Why are you still here? Do you find me amusing? Shall I make my lance dance for you? No, ma'am. No, never. Nah, not at all. I beg your pardon. I will be going now. Dog's breath. I need something. A plan. A brilliant plan. If this continues, the king will have my head. Oh, so she's under oath of an under oath. That's bad. You wanted to see me? Oh no! It did. It was what my worst fears were imagined. It is Volk. Volk's the insider. He's the one who's been telling people. I shouldn't have hired him from the start. Why did I do that? I guess I just wanted everybody to be on my team. I just wanted a whole bunch of friends, and that's why I got backstabbed. You know, it's not. You know what they always say. The backstabbing hurts worse when it's someone you know. You know what I mean? Like when it's like an enemy, it's like, well, you know, I never knew the guy, you know, I hate the guy. But it's like if I knew that, you know, like my best friend, you know, and he was like this guy who like he like destroys toilets, you know what I mean? Like he goes up there and just smashes toilets. And then I just saw him one day in the act of like trying to destroy toilets. And me and him were supposed to be like to try to bust the guy who's like destroying toilets. And then like the final boss is him. It's him. He's the one that's been doing this all along, just to lead on this ruse to finally make a climax, because then he'll be the toilet destroyer forever. And it's like, dang, I can't believe this. But I'm making a whole bunch of assumptions off of one text and one picture. Like, I mean, it's kind of a big leap, but we're already 19 chapters in. Somebody's got to be the betrayer. Somebody has to be the bad guy. Somebody's got to be the person that we all point and yell at, okay? This is the medieval times, all right? Even if no one did anything bad or someone did something bad, if you did not catch them, someone had to be punished. If someone burnt your chicken and you were king, you had to punish someone, even if you didn't know who it was. So it couldn't be just like some random dude that's just chilling, mind his own business. He actually got the money to finally buy a loaf of bread. Well, too bad. Now you gotta burn him because you assume that he burned your chicken. Like, do you get what I'm picking up while I'm laying down? Are you picking up while I'm laying down? I mean, like, someone's got to go. So Ike said, you waited a long time. Take this. It's the gold that you were promised. Kindly scraped it together. I'll gladly accept it. I didn't know that. Oh, dang, that's the private matter. Man. You know, I didn't think that they would have kept up with this. Okay, intelligence systems. I thought that they would have just glossed this over. I didn't think that they would have brought this back up. You know, with the king, with the, you know, the dad and the money and all that stuff. You know, he pay him back and all that. He said it's in there accounted. He said there's no need, I'll trust you, which is actually kind of some crazy work. Then I'll take what was promised, the report you wrote for my dad. There isn't one. What? There was no report. There never was. You lied to me? You exploited my need to know about You exploited my need to know more about my father? There's something I must tell you. It cannot be written down. It's too great of a secret. He said, no, I got you one better. I'll tell you what he did. Your father told me to wait until I thought you were mature enough to hear it, and then to tell you myself. Mature? Then what was the 50,000 gold for? The gold, that was my idea. I think that'd be a good way to test how resourceful, responsible you were. Okay, well then get started. I want to hear it. All of it. It's been a long time as a grill's hired shadow. A long time. Man, press the A button. Skip to the good part. I remained hidden from sight until, in case the day ever arrived that I needed to fulfill my contract. All that time, for one job. Skipping the A button. Come on, give me the good stuff. What was it? If Grill was ever to go berserk, I was to stop him. I was to take his life. Volk, you could barely take out a stinking healer. Don't come at me telling me that you could take out my dad. Ain't no way. Look at this guy. If I was Ike, look how mad Ike is. I would be just as sick too if I heard some random schmuck come over here and tell me that he could take out my dad, but he can't even take out like a healer, much less it's like taking out the guy on the wheelchair. You know, if you can't even fight the guy on the wheelchair, you know what I mean? And this is not me being ableist, but this is just like me being like, bro, you can't fight this stinking healer because the healers can't even fight back. They can't fight back. Kenny from Backyard Baseball, he's got that bet. Kenny's actually really good. You know, I'm glad they put the guy in the wheelchair to actually be kind of cracked. Like that dude can literally crack a ball and get onto some speed. Kenny the Gooch, he's a good guy. He's got my he good people. So he's like, what? Actually, there was one thing. If Grill were ever slain by his pursuers, I was to watch over his son and tell him Grill's secret at an appropriate time. That was my job. Case, what's the secret here? What's the scope? Berserk? What are you talking about? Why would you have to kill my father? Because of LeRon's medallion. What medallion? What are you talking about? The medallion your sister carries. What? That old bronze thing? I thought it was just a keepsake of my mother's. Are you telling me that is something more? Real told me that it was an object of great peril, but nothing more. I did some investigation on my own, investigating on my own though. And what I discovered surprised me. Okay. Alright, here we go. LeRon was one of the Heron clan, an ancestor of our Prince Racing, who carried with him a bronze medal. Long time ago, a band of heroes defeated an evil god and imprisoned it therein. And here, the god got imprisoned inside the bronze medallion. An evil god? Do you think this is funny? You are joking, aren't you? Unfortunately, I'm not. And I have no idea how this cursed thing came to be in Grill's possession. That being said, I do know that the men who hunted your father were actually seeking that medallion. Why they wanted it, and what they planned to do with it. Just thinking about it gives me the chills. I'm finding all this a little hard to believe. You said the medallion was an object of great peril, didn't you? Then why would my father allow Miss to carry it? Don't make no sense. It's because she can carry it safely. Actually, she's the only one who can carry it. If you want proof, think back. Have you ever once touched it? Your Honor, have you ever once touched this medallion? When your mother handed it to her daughter, to your sister, did you ever, you Ike, mercenary, I don't know his last name, did you ever once touch it? No, I haven't. A long time ago, I remember reaching out for it while Miss had it in her hand. My father scolded me harshly. After that, I assumed it was my sister's alone, and I never reached for it again. Compared to other people, the balance within your sister is extremely strong. Your mother, it seems, was the same. That's why they could bear it safely. The medallion is like a strong poison. It takes the worst aspects of a person and magnifies them 1,000-fold. So you're telling me, wait, it's like a strong poison. It takes the worst aspects of a person and magnifies them 1,000-fold. Dude, Cloud Strife, Final Fantasy VII, the Pyramid, when his head hurt super badly and he realized who he truly was, Genova, Project. Oh, dude, that's what that cover art is. from Fire Emblem Heroes, with the purple and the arm and the. Oh. Oh. Dude. That. Okay. Yeah. That's interesting. Okay. That's so many questions. There isn't. It's also clear. Rio touched it once, and it drove him to complete madness. So that's what you meant when you said he went berserk. That's right. Bjork and Laguz are made up of two forces, balance and chaos. In this, there is no difference between us. It is the proportion of balance to chaos that determines how much the medallion affects the person. In that sense, it predicts how much harm that person might do. So how would you even determine who holds the weapon and what doesn't? If I barely graze it, and I start to freak out, then let's say the sister doesn't freak out. You know what I mean? Your father was one of the preeminent swordsmen of his generation. That day after he touched the medallion, 20 soldiers had come for him. 20 highly trained killers. Your father barely broke a sweat cutting them down. Then he began attacking his neighbors, those who had taken him in, concealed his identity, and called him a friend. He slew them one by one until your mother rushed in, thinking only to save her husband from himself. It was over in an instant. Your mother grabbed the medallion from his hand and stepped away from him. They said she smiled as he pulled his sword from her chest. No! This is not me playing up for laughs. That's actually that's actually tragic. Like I'm trying to be like I'm being serious. Dang. That's why. I thought he just had some bad past. I mean, this is obviously a bad past. Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You touched that medallion. Like I mean, you literally touched it, and you just go crazy. And then because of that, it just has this powerful hold on you. And so he's just slashing everybody and everybody and everybody. And then she finally takes it away. And then he had stabbed her when she had took it. And it said, like, you know, I forgive you. And then died because he shanked her right in front of the chest. My lord. It was the medallion. Ike, the medallion. The medallion, Ike. It was too powerful. Too great for any man. Even the one of your father's caliber. Me, you, if either one of us touched it, I'm certain we both would have been consumed by madness. When your father regained his senses, he tracked me down. It seemed he heard rumors of me for some time. He said that he needed for someone like me, closed mouthed, skilled, most importantly, willing to do any sort of work. Of course, after hearing what he wanted me to do, I turned him down, obviously. Because I mean, Lord, like, you know, you're telling me this dude is able to, this dude touches, I mean, atomizes, you fingernail tips a stinking medallion, and then it has a whole hold on him where he's able to literally slash 20 high-skilled people by himself, barely breaks a sweat, has arrows going through his armor, in his back, on his side. It's like, dude, if someone had all of that and was still... Dang, well, he got me. Like, I mean, what do you need to do about that? Like, dude, that's disgusting. It's basically what every person on steroids feels like. Just this roided out person. But like, it's like 20-fold, a bajillion times fold. And so then now he realizes, he was like, dang, now I gotta like, but why keep the medallion? Why not have Mist put it somewhere, you know, like in a case or a box or something, and then, you know, dig it underground, bury it to never be found. Why have such a risk constantly on your hand and personnel at all times? You know what I'm saying? Because what? The moment that you let it go, what, the supposed, like, god that's, like, the god that's inside the medallion, what's he supposed to do? Just break out immediately? Why not just have the medallion, again, inside of a box, and then leave it alone? Just have Mist, the one that has it, put it in the box. She has to kind of comply because it's literally her dad. What's she gonna tell him? No. I mean, she could, but there'd be no reason for her to really say that, is what I mean. You know what I mean? Like, she wouldn't. Mist is not the kind of person that would just oppose something like that. If I said to do something, she usually would do it because, like, I mean, you know, there's no reason for it to happen. Like, my sister was like, you know, it'd be like me giving my sister a Gatorade every time. Like, she would go to sleep, and so now I see an empty Gatorade, and I would change it out, I throw it in the trash, and I give her a new one of that. She never would say thanks, but I know mentally she would always will. So, you know, there's that. So she wouldn't have to ever say that. The Mist, I don't know. Again, it's just way too much of a risk to be bringing around with you. Why have it? But I'm gonna let the story explain because I know I gotta do a little bit better than that. I just keep making all these big assumptions, but I gotta like at least look a little bit more. I'll try to at least hear people out though, because well, it depends on the task. Like, I mean, obviously, you know, you explode a whole entire, like, you know, my whole entire town, and then you're like, but hear me out. I mean, sure, but that doesn't mean I'm going to agree with you. I did it for the sake of the trees. Did that need you to warrant everybody getting exploded? No. Of course, after hearing what they do, I turned him down. He was once a famed general. He was Sir Gawain's, one of Daein's 4 riders, and I recognized him at once. There was no chance someone like me would be able to stop him. But you took the job anyway. Why'd you change your mind? Real lost his wife, and his grief was overpowering. To keep anything like that from happening again, he crippled himself. Excuse me. He slashed the tendons in his sword hand, so that he cannot wield a sword again. I took the job only because he had become someone my skill could handle. And even then, he was still far stronger than most men. I don't know what to say. That's why he wields an axe, because it's a double-bladed. That is real secret, as I know it. I now entrust you with the responsibility of seeing that medallion does not fall into the wrong hands. Your sister must keep it. As my father lay dying, he told me to forget everything and live in peace. What do you mean? He didn't want you to lose yourself and go hunting for revenge, I suppose. He was killed much sooner than he ever expected to be. So my father's dying wish was for me to protect the medallion. If I can do that, everything will be alright. I believe so. At the very least, that must take precedent over everything else. I understand. Oh, one last thing. What? Do you want to hire me? In the event that you go berserk someday, you know, we make a deal now, you won't have to, you know, worry about that anymore. As for payment, I could take it out of the 50,000 you just gave me. You know what you say. Well, okay, let me take it like this. You waited all this time. I mean, you told me all this. Told me this big secret, you know, all that. No, because you made me go through this whole entire trip making me think that you were a bad guy. But you know what? You're a good guy. You gave me knowledge on something that probably could have possessed me. So you know what? You're in the team. Get in the team. I almost broke my Wii doing that. But get in the team, please. That's a wise decision. And in that case, I no longer need to conceal my true identity. What are you talking about? You made the right decision. You made the right decision. He's got a rank class. So he's no longer a thief. But he's an assassin. Beautiful. Beautiful. From a thief to an assassin. The Volk himself. Look at the dapperness. Look at all the stats. He's cool. I'm not a thief. I'm an assassin. From now on, I'll take on any job, no matter how dirty. Yeah. Dude. Father, mother, oh why. I gotta have him on my team now. You're definitely going into the next fight I'm going in. It's a very sad story though. I gotta save it. I gotta get in there. The kingdom of Daein lies on the northernmost edge of Tellius. Its coastline is bathed in the icy currents of the northern sea, and frigid winds howl inland with terrible ferocity. As a result, Daein winters are raw and brutal. Ice and snow scour the land, leaving frozen scars in the wake. Through these blizzards, General Ike and the Crimean Army presses ever forward. Daein's Imperial Senate may have lent Crimean troops, but even they doubt that the army can successfully fight off Daein. Yet somehow, Ike and company defy all odds and capture victory after victory, embracing both Princess Alicia's dreams and a liberated Crimea, and the tragedy history of his parents. I'm sorry. Ike marches in grim silence. Who's Talrega? Oh, defending Talrega. This can only mean one thing. The enemy knows how we are going to move. With your permission, I'll begin an investigation to see if there's anyone suspicious among the troops. Ike? Ike? You good, bro? Oh, yeah. What's up? Nothing. I was just giving you the standard update. Shall I put it off till later? No, my bad. You start over, rewind it real quick, and I'll pay attention this time. Okay. Good morning. What's wrong? You look so sleepy. I've got a lot on my mind. I meant to sleep, last night, but I was up thinking, before I knew it. It was morning. I'm just a little tired. I never thought I'd hear that. I didn't sleep because he was thinking? I wonder if Soren will start being polite. Listen, Tanya, can I just... Brother Ike! What's up, miss? What am I going to do, Ike? My medallion's gone. Oh, just convenient. I'm sitting over here thinking, pondering. Our parent. I have to figure out how my parents just died. Or this thinking person who became a thief is actually an assassin. And then Titania's over here talking to my boy Soren. That's my best friend. That's actually Ike's best friend in the game. She's just talking some smack. This just big sister. Just dunking all over little bro. Who you think you are? You're not Spider-Man and Venom. You know what I mean? This is stupid. And you're gonna tell me your medallion's gone after all this time? After all these scuffles and fights and a Nasala bird shredder-looking dude, the medallion leaves now, and it can't be Volk. It has to be one guy, Soren. And we both said in unison, Nasir. It has to be Nasir. That dude was so chill though. Nasir, he could definitely go to the barbecue. And guess what? Now he decides to betray us. You don't get to go to the barbecue, man. I don't like this guy anymore. I hate this guy. I despise this guy. And Titania says no with 2 exclamation marks. What am I gonna do? It was my only memento of mother. Did you drop it? Or maybe did you put it somewhere forget? Something like that. Some little... No, I always carry it with me. I never lose it. I had it before I went to bed. It vanished while I was sleeping. Don't cry. It's literally not your fault. It disappeared. I don't know what you could do about that. But I said don't cry. I will find it. Okay, but my bad. Dang. I would have to leave this. This is getting kind of awkward. Are you serious? You are to begin immediately. Yeah, that's General Patrine. If we do this thing, Daein will suffer. It's for the good of the country. Besides, it's only just one territory. Stop crying. I hear you, I hear you, I hear you, you know, I hear you, you know. You're just gonna go in there, we're just gonna boo bop got the land real quick, but like hear me out, alright? If the goal is to merely stop the Crimean Army, this is not necessary. The strength of my troops will suffice to that the last idiot who told me that, you know, he ended up on a corpse pile. So you're gonna listen to me, you're gonna listen well, alright? No matter how passionate you are, you know, when you tell me you'll defeat Crimea, I will never pin my hopes on a bunch of foreigners. I hate these dudes. All you have to do is just stop their forward progression. You know, that's all you gotta do. You just gotta say, stop. And then, boom. That's it. You just gotta walk up there, just look intimidating, just give him a little scowl, you know, give him a good show, you know what I mean? That's all you gotta do. And so then after that, my plan will be accomplished. Bing, bang, boom. The chicken ate the cheese. But General Patrine, do you think so little of us just stand there and just terrorize these guys for no reason? Okay, they're foreigners, but like, I mean, we could really be doing something crazy. You know, we could be like, you know, prepping up, you know, training more people, getting more resources and all that stuff. You just want us to just go in and just wave our swords around to some guys because we don't like that they are not a part of this town? It's kind of, I don't know. Yeah, I thought you were a general, not a second colonizer. What is this? What is this? It's true that we were born in Daein and not Daein, but my men have been loyal to this country for 18 years. We have spared no effort to learn all the proper manners and customs of this land. But now, after all of that, after all this, and I feel so used. Actually, oh, so he's not just going there. Oh, bro, that's what he was saying. She was saying. She's basically saying, yeah, y'all are dismissed. I don't care for y'all. Y'all don't belong in this land. It's like, oh, I see how it is. You basically backstabbed and hated everybody else. You know, I was wondering when I was gonna be included. You know what I mean? I felt so left out. You heard everybody else. I was feeling a little left out. You know what I mean? Like, okay. No one asked how long you lived here. You wonder why? Because nobody cares. I haven't heard that one in a minute. Certainly not me though. Where you were born. Well, where were you born? Huh? Where were you raised? This country doesn't need squatters like you. The only people Daein can count on in times of crisis are the Daeins. Don't you understand? Don't you get it? Don't you see? Wait, we don't care wherever you were. Alright? This is what she's like, you know, okay, we're in our country. You know, you live in your country. I know you're helping us, but like, we don't care. Man, that's some mess I would do in stinking Sid Meier's Civilization. And the worst part is that actually it worked. So TLDR, it was me and my friend Jimmy. We played Civilization like some years ago. And we had started up a thing with some dudes. Like, we just started up a random thing. And basically what had happened was I made everybody else be like, yo, Jimmy's a bad guy. Let's all gang up on him. So I got everyone from like around the area to just dog on Jimmy. Like they destroyed his crops, his land, his home, and we all like cornered him. And he's like, Carl, you gotta stop, bro. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Jimmy. It's the way how it is. And as soon as I was about to take out his main town, you know, get him out of the game, I said, actually, Jimmy, you know, because Jimmy did try to at least bribe me on some money. I said, all right, Jimmy, I won't destroy your land. And I told everybody, okay, Jimmy's not a bad guy. And so then they all moved and just made their own plots of land. And he was like, bro, I dwindled his whole entire thing to just one space. And then I had a change of heart at the last minute. I said, you know what? Okay, my bad. Yes, I was basically being a bully to what was essentially a 32-year-old man to this, yeah, this 32-year-old guy when I was like 19. So like, you know, but this dude's like, the people can only count on themselves. Everyone's just gathering, just gutter leavings, basically doo-doo. So we're useless, basically. Well, you tell me, migrant. Why is it that your unit, which was trained in an elite royal guard, is here patrolling this infested backwater, this hillbilly Joe Bob water? The answer is clear to me. What say you? Oh, I'm sorry. Am I offending you? Well, here's your chance to show us your worth. All Crimea's advances. If you are as skilled as you claim, you should be able to limit the damage to its bare minimum. Right? Angry, yes. That's a good look. That's a good look. Okay. I look forward to seeing the results of your work. Now go, you outsider. General, I don't even know how to say his name. Must we truly go through with this? It's such a horrific gag. We could just dip. We could just go home. Like, she doesn't even care about us. She probably care more about the grass, dew on the ground than to even point in our direction. You know what I mean? We could just leave. We just be losing people. You know what I mean? Only recently they came to trust us. Well, I mean, we kind of don't have a choice though. So what she says, the only thing we can do is ensure the Crimean Army is defeated as soon as possible. General, open the floodgates. Now. Ike, just a bit more. Would you mind hearing my report on our last battle? Yeah, sure, go ahead. Please. Alright. 70K! Oh, I thought I said I spent 70K. I was about to go up into Intelligence Systems headquarters. I love saying, I would just go up to Intelligence Systems headquarters, tell them what's up, just show them the footage of this, and then what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? They can't they can't change this. It's an offline game. It's like telling Nintendo to change their NES to make it like stronger, but it's like they kind of aren't dealing with that anymore. But now we got 70K. There were no deaths and no injuries before our capability heals. That is all. With your leave, I will excuse myself. Dang. Oh. Oh man, there's so many conversations. Woman. Speak to woman. You who? You there. Khalil! I had business with the general of this army. Would you convey a message? Who are you? Who am I? What kind of low-born greeting is that? My name is Khalil. I'm a first-class mage. And what would a first-class mage want in this army? What's your problem? Look as if you don't believe me. Well, I suppose I can't hold that against you. It's not as often you find beauty like mine coupled with intelligence like mine. But it's true nonetheless. Well then, show me something, like, I don't know, like a wind spell? Maybe like something L fire, L wind, L light, L thunder? Something? You're talking the talk, but can you walk the walk? All bark, no bite, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, where's the pizzazz? Where's the skadoosh? Like, give me something here. Burn that tree. Strike it down. Gust some wind. Something. Also, I realize this, and this kind of seems a little weird. Oh no, it's not. Ew. Oh, this is lame. Actually, I can't tell. Maybe? Oh, sneaky game. Sneaky game. I was trying to look at this like, how is the snow going behind them, but also going in front of them? It's pretty much like the snow layer on top, then the characters in the middle, and then another snow layer in the back. So the way how it would look, it would be like on a timeline, it would be snow, characters, and then snow. And then the background, of course. It's just the background. No, it'd be background, snow, characters, snow. The characters have to be in the middle. It doesn't really matter about that. Alright. Guess you can never have too many mages lying around, I suppose. Oh, there's a bonus of quite skilled with a knife as well. Beauty, brains, and brawn. No, she says beauty, brains, and brawn. Sigh. I'm sorry, that hurt my head so bad hearing that. The goddess has seen fit to put the abilities of 3 people into one delectable pack. Bro, show me something. There is so much bark, no bite, harm, full foul. You know what I mean? Give me something to actually tell me. Like, stab a book. I don't know. Burn a tree. Shock a tree. Gust some wind in a tree. Something. Sounds like favoritism, doesn't it? Hello? Are you listening to me? There's a beautiful woman talking. Yeah, the point is that you want to join the Crimean Army, right? How much are you planning to charge? You'll be like, Volk over here, you're gonna charge me 50k, stinking, if you charge me 70k, you're not joining my team. I don't care who you are. You could be stinking, you could be Marianne, you could be Annette, you could be, I don't know, Vanessa, you could be Erica, you could be, Stoll, I think his name is, you could be, Frederick, you could be Rickon, Lissa, the Vikir, you could be, literally, basically, you could be any Fire Emblem character, and I still would be very genuinely upset if you took all my money. That's what I'm trying to get at here. And Ash, why did I say Ash? Raph and all that, but you get the point. Suspicious. It's just suspicious. Why aren't you a little businessman? Let's see. How does free sound? Suspicious? What's the catch? Dang. You know, I didn't think Intelligent Systems had a little bit of comedy to them. I love Ike. Like, they always made... Okay, what's the catch? I like my feats to be based on performance. Watch how I do in combat and make me an offer. Depending on what it is, I'll decide whether or not to grace you with my assistance. Well, you're not lacking for confidence. Of course not. I'm a first-class mage. Come on, Ike. Look, I gotta see this through, okay? She said, how does free sound? And he was like, suspicious. Alright, okay, she's hired. Alright, let's go. Are you allowed to make decisions like that on your own? Perhaps I should speak to the general. I am the general. What? And that, wow, that is some bold confidence. That's like when someone's like, I like to speak to the manager after like berating them for no reason. And then they're like, okay, I'll speak to the manager. And they walk back and then they come back. I always think that that's always funny. Anyone who does that generally gets a good thumbs up in my book. Like, it's like some random Karen, like, being like, I'd like to speak to the manager. Go to the back and see if you have it. Oh, yes, the magical back. Why haven't I think about just going to the magical back and trying to find whatever it is? We have everything back there. And then he goes in the back, they go to the back, and they come back and it's just them racing. The dude racing. Could you come down here for a moment? What do you need? You know, I need to mess with my DS again, my 3DS again. I think there's a way for me to put Final Fantasy VII onto it. I'd love to be able to play FF7 on the move. That's when I always just kind of stationary on this stuff. But I've always tried to find a way, if y'all know of a way to be able to put like your 3DS like screen, if you know that there's a way to put it onto the monitor, that'd be great. The only close thing I can see is like you gotta like use some kind of like cable or some kind of like outsource thing where it's basically like you're streaming it to your computer, but I actually want it to be like in synchronization, but I think that's kind of asking for a bit much on that front. I also need to make sure to get another disc for Raging Blast, because I want to do the DBZ stuff, cover that stuff all over again, and all that. Xenoverse wise, I couldn't do Xenoverse again. Like Xenoverse as itself, I can't do that. Xenoverse 2 I can, Xenoverse 1 no. Xenoverse 1 was a good concept, but like it was a bit clunky. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. It's also kind of extremely buggy on certain instances. Not saying that Xenoverse 2 is like doesn't have a few bugs, but this one was like way more bugs. But hey, at least Xenoverse 2 has that Frieza mission, the Parallel Quest Frieza mission where you can summon for the Dragon Balls. Good times. And they also have that it's like this orb thing that you can like upgrade for like TP, and if you make a really good like PvE build, you can beat that Goku and Vegeta. But a lot of people like to do the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta than the Goku. The Goku, granted, yes, it's like 1 minute, but like in time, if you fight Goku fast enough, you get more time as you're going. So I think that the Goku's a little bit more challenging, but the Vegeta, you just get all the health. But I think it can do pretty good. Like I think if you can do it well with Goku, then you should just stick to Goku. But that's just me. I definitely need to get some time to play that. I also need to make sure to get some more time for I think it's the because I want to do some Monster Hunter stuff, like the Monster Hunter guides as well, and also do definitely a Fire Emblem Three Houses review, definitely. But I gotta get through Path of Radiance and then talk about Path of Radiance as well. But that stuff's all coming for those days. Let me get through this. If I can help, I will. Your ancestors. I forget it's nothing. What, something wrong? I apologize. Just let it go. It seems like something important has happened, but if you don't want to discuss it, that's cool. You're right, man. I mean, no harm, no foul. But this warrant battlefield, your secret might not be safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, your ancestors. This warrant battlefield, your secret might not be safe. Please take care in the future. What do you mean? Well, we of the Heron clan, if we choose to, we can read the thoughts of others. Wow! Snitches get stinking stitches. He could read minds? Really? However, this power is only available to us in a calm and peaceful environment. Here, in this desperate maelstrom of chaotic emotion, I can't do that. The energy's warped, distorted, it's just everybody's upset, things, we're cold. Now that you mention it, are you sick? You're so pale, it's kind of hard to tell, but I think your face looks more wan than usual. Nah, I'm good. You got nothing to prove. Why don't you just stay off the battlefield, Take 5. Ike, I am fine. Please don't give me special treatment. As far as giving you special treatment goes, I don't think I really have a choice. I promised King Phoenix I wouldn't push you too hard. If anything were to happen, I'd be at war with Daein and the Bird clans at the same time. Yeah, that's fair. I can repay my debt, but I'm really just being a burden. That was not my intent. Wait, I didn't say all that. Well, I cannot engage in combat, so I'm nothing more than an obstacle in the field. That's absurd. Don't you understand how useful your abilities are? No one else can do the things that you can. You're irreplaceable. So if you're not feeling well and try to do too much, you may not want to be here when we really need you. I mean, you may not be there when we really need you. I am of use to you then? That's what I've been trying to tell you. Also, where'd you even come up with this notion? Bro, you stinking do sing and you can heal. Like, I need you to get a little bit more perspective on this. And that's you in your base form. When you turn bird, it's Damian Lillard time. Right? It's stinking Luka Doncic. It's Kyle Kuzma. It's Alice Caruso time. Like, you're gonna go off. It's just Jordan Poole when he sees a girl. Type of stuff. Definitely Jordan Poole when he sees a girl. No, I'm being serious. Like, this dude is basically equivalent of Toei Animation Sanji. When it comes down to it. Little basketball knowledge for you. Not that I really have too much. It's just you listen to a lot of cousin speech. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We depend on you, and that's why I need you to make sure you stay healthy. Alright, I basically take it a little bit of R&R. But you can call me anytime. I'll come right away. Well, I got it. And that's gonna be it for them two. And I guess it for, well, it. Because, man, I am exhausted. Also, we're supposed to be going somewhere, so I gotta make sure to at least put on some pants and junk. I mean, obviously I got, shorts, but in the place it's really cold. So, I'll make sure to at least bring on some clothes. I come as a customer, not a deliverer. Which is obviously really great. But, yeah, man, okay, so Tanith actually really proved me wrong. She was more like a falcon knight, she basically rides on horseback and all that. But she's got that class of the Pegasus stuff, so, no, it's not me hating the Pegasus people, it's not me hating the people, of that, because I know I've gotten that. I remember a while back talking about, I hated, Pegasus Knights. I couldn't stand Ingrid being a Pegasus Knight. And then some dude thought that we were, that I hated it out of bias, or I hated it out of character. I hated the character, or I just couldn't stand the Pegasus Knights for the bias. And I'm like, no, I don't have a bias. Usually when people say bias, they think of it being they have a lot more favoritism. I don't have favoritism towards these people. I have a disdain. I don't like them, right? But I always at least try to give each one of them a different opposition to prove themselves. And the only thing I really tell you is early game Pegasus Knights are they're basically carriers. There's a skill in the game called Rescue where you can basically grab the person and move them to a whole different tile. That's basically what I could tell you that they're pretty good for. Now, granted, you're probably sitting here well, at that point, why don't you use cavalry units, people who ride on horseback? They're good, too, for that. Don't get me wrong. But if I want somebody to go, over Timbuktu over a mountain, I need to get, a Pegasus Knight to fly over. And that's what to do. I'd say a lot of things that I like about, for Fire Emblem is that it really does, because since they kind of, have their simplicity in terms of, not even back then with animations, just, watching how things go, it's really nice to, use your visual imagination in your head. Three Houses' problem was that it was kind of rushed a little bit, so certain scenes just kind of, you kind of have to imagine how they play out, and I honestly like it a lot when they kind of make you have to think about that. Now you're probably sitting over here oh, that's just another way of coping, saying that they're just being lazy, not putting in more animations. Man, what are you talking about? Honestly, at that point you're just speeching, you're just yapping. What are you talking about? I heard you out. I don't reciprocate. I don't hear it. You know what I mean? But yeah, so, what I mean for Pegasus Knights, that they can, like I said, go over mountains and stuff, go over mountains, buildings, stuff like that horses can't do. You ever seen a horse try to leap over a house? No. You never did. It'd be kind of crazy, though. But, yeah, so tomorrow, obviously, will be, slide 2, we gotta get back into that. The Contessa, leaving and all that stuff, and Bentley getting the drive. I think all that stuff it's honestly really good. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. The new vid already dropped today. There should be another one that's gonna come out tomorrow, and another one's gonna be coming out Sunday at 6. Basically, what I'm gonna bring about just thinking the stories and stuff that I have for different conversations or whatever I have on my mind. Obviously, I'll still do the game reviews and whatnot, but those should be coming up. But in the time that has meaning, I'll make sure to send my gameplay footage over for played up the 3 hours when I have a spare time on the Patreon, and I'll also do it for my Battle of Z stuff once I'm done conglomerating everything together. So yeah, it's gonna be a minute. It's definitely gonna be a lot of work, but at the end of the day, all this stuff will come over, and we'll make sure all that happens. So till then, that's me. Beware and take care.